In this unit, we will give a general overview on which are the best technology for electric energy storage. We learned that a modern grid requires to couple a very dynamic and changing electricity production due mainly by the increase of introduction of renewable energy, and this production needs to be coupled to the requirement of the users of electricity connected to the grid. In this sense, the service that need to be provided can be solved by what is a storage technology. It means a technology in which electricity can be given and recovered when necessary. In these terms, three kinds of services are the one that can be implemented: increase of capacity, increasing so also the amount of renewable energy into the grid, and so the level of sustainability of the electricity distribution network, ancillary services, and peak shaving. There are many technologies that nowadays are competing to solve this big problem that is maybe what is the most important in the energy field. This technology can be compared or evaluated using several parameters that are technical parameters, economical parameters, and last but not least, environmental parameters. From the technical side, there are several parameters that we can define, starting from what is the overall efficiency, called also round-trip efficiency. This is defined as the amount of energy we can recover from the storage technology compared to the amount of energy we put into the storage technology. This is very important because it somehow increase the amount of, for example, renewable energy that we can use, since we can recover the most part of this energy that we need to store. Sometimes this needs to be somehow coupled not only in terms of energy but also sometimes in time, because the storage, not all the storage technology allows to keep the amount of energy or change in time. So there are some technology in the time frame. So there are some technology that are more suitable, like in the short period, like seconds or minutes, and some others that are more suitable if I need to store energy in the long period, like hours of days. So this becomes of sure an important aspect for what concerns the round-trip efficiency. What is another important parameter is the one that differs between power and energy. So sometimes, like for example, a wind farm with a very windy day, we have a lot of power, so we have a lot of energy that is supplied in a short time, so we need high power as technology service. Doesn't really sometimes means that we need a lot of energy. So this is an important aspect that has a very important aspect for what is the technology selection. So we have as an important parameter energy density, so the amount of energy that we can store in a volume unit or in a mass unit. And the same approach we can have also for the power, so how big is the power that we need to offer to the system to store the energy. And there are several other aspects that are also important, that are, for example, the maturity and, for example, response time, that gives us the capability to follow in a short time the requirement from the grid. And other also maybe connected aspects like transportability. That is somehow a connection between what is the round-trip efficiency and the storage duration of the energy we store. Of course, safety is an additional technical parameter, extremely important. But many of them are more or less important depending on the site where we want to do energy storage and what is the technical requirement that we want from this service. Of course, economical parameters are extremely important for the viability of these technologies. They may depend on the power, so it's what we call the power capacity cost, or from the energy, so it's energy capital cost. Then there are some more evolved parameter that we can use. It's a levelized cost of energy or of storage that take into account not only the cost of the capital cost, but also all the cost that needs to be considered during the lifespan of the technology, includes any energy economical input or output, and of course included the maintenance cost of the technology. Finally, from the environmental point of view, what is important is to have a general evaluation of environmental impact, and that can be measured in a more technical way using what is called the life cycle assessment parameters, or carbon footprint. As I said, there are many different storage technologies, and all of them are in a sort of dynamic phase, trying to modify what are historically their function to go close to what are the requirements of the grid to offer the service of energy, electrical energy storage.